things, but she would not move unless she had secured proper arrangements for someone to be there with her queen mother. And as her mother began to progress in years and the bodies began to prepare for transition, I watched Joyce go through this other process where even though her mother was kind of not able to move around, Joyce would get there and make sure that her mother recited certain scriptures to just keep her moving. And she would paint her nails every day, bring the mirror, and make sure mother's lipstick was on. And as wonderful as her mother was when she was able to do for herself, well, watching that was a true testimony to me, and I want to share that testimony with you, because watching that, I just said, this is an example of how we honor our mother. This is an example of how we should honor our parents. And the Word of God says that we should honor our mother and father, that our days may be long on the earth. And yes, Joyce's mom was just so beautiful in her life, taking care of her kids. And I'm sure there were some times when her mother said things or whatever that just annoyed her, because that's how the parent and the child relationship goes. But she was with her mother to the end. She didn't put her in a nursing home. I watched her, and she was very particular. She wouldn't let anyone just come and change her mother when it got to that place where she had to cleanse her. She says, I'll handle this. I'll do this. You guys wash the clothes. But no one touches the queen but me. That was absolutely phenomenal. And that raised the stakes in my own relationship with my mother. And out of the 8 children and the 6 of us that are yet alive, I'm the one that lives closer to my mom. Everyone else is out of state. And that raised the stakes for me. And I says, wow, this is the example. This is the visual example. And I've always done for my mother, but I do for her more. When she comes over, I am so honored to get on my hands and knees and give her a pedicure or do her hair or whatever she wants me to do. Now, excuse me. Yeah, stuffiness. There are times when I say, Mommy, can you give me a week's notice if you need something so that I can rearrange my plans, or so that I can schedule, because I also need to live my life at now. And my mother is doing well. She's able to get around. But still, at 80 years old, I want her to have the best life ever. Now, she's my queen mother. And it was amazing as I went with her to the intercessory group, and someone else said, oh, yeah, she's the queen. And I says, that's right. And I began to explain to them the story of the queen. I didn't get into how first I watched Joyce give honor to her mother as her queen. But in watching Joyce, I began to honor my mother. I says, yes, queen mother, how can I help you? And I began to think of my mother in that light, because she really is a queen to me. Now, trust me, there were times when I was younger, I totally did not understand. Of course, I was a kid. I had limited years. And I'm like, she's so strict. Why? Why is she doing this? It didn't make sense then, but it makes perfect sense now. And I wouldn't be the woman that I am today if my mother had have given me all the things that I wanted. Something that today's young mothers need to recognize. And I pattern myself after my mom. Not every little thing, but I pattern myself after my mom in raising my children. And I understand that as God gives me wisdom, I must lead them. And sometimes they don't like it, but watching them grow and watching them be successful, I am truly blessed. I am truly blessed, because I had women before me that showed me the way of raising children, and I can do the same thing for my girls. And they appreciate it, not as much as I'm sure they will appreciate it later, because guess what? A no in love, a no from wisdom is better than a yes to just be a friend with your child. Yes, you have a parent out there, especially that gave you love. Maybe they were on drugs, but they showed you love. Be grateful for it, because there's many people out there who never knew their mom, or who knew of their mom or their dad and never received love from them. So be blessed by that. My testimony is different. I saw a godly woman my entire life. And so I am truly grateful, and that takes me up to another level. But wherever state, be blessed. If your mom didn't give you away, if your mom gave you away, that's okay. I'm sure God gave you some women that in your life to take care of you at some point. Be grateful. Watch these visions. Honor your queen mother. I honor my queen mother. And I know without a shadow of doubt, God will send my children and other children, my extended children, whoever, to honor me when the time comes. Be blessed. I'll always love my mama. She's my favorite girl. You only get one. You only get one. Yeah. God bless you. I have to get to work, but I wanted to stop this morning and pay tribute to Joyce, pay tribute to my queen mother, and encourage you to do the same. Bye-bye.